Hi guys, welcome to Timberwolf's Den. So I got home today and found this waiting for me. Now I'm very nervous about this, just like anybody should be a little bit nervous when they buy something from eBay, especially in this case a watch, right? Which really, you know, I paid a pretty price for this watch, but it's just so rare and so interesting that I had to take the chance. Now, the funny thing though is that in the photograph, it says new in box with papers, and the box looks like this. Now, as you can see, this box is a little bit bigger than that, so I'm really kind of wondering what they've included in this, or maybe they just got a little carried away with the packaging. But I suppose there's really only one way to find out. Alright guys, I'm still a bit nervous. I ordered this from a seller in Germany who I've never bought from before. So I'm just kind of taking on faith that this is what he says it is. But here we go. So that's it. Wow, it really was just a big box. But never mind, here we go. So far so good. It's looking really good. What it looks like, anyway, the real thing in terms of the box. And there we go. Whew. Let's put that aside. Whoa. Right, so that looks really good. You can see that there was quite a bit of care put in the packaging. There's some of that original paperwork. Oh, look at that. And you can see that it's still got that plastic on the crystal, plastic on the back. So, oh wow, oh yeah, that's looking really good. All right, so there's a good look at the watch. Let me just peel that off there. Very nice. So you can see that it's in brand new condition. So this is a limited edition, number 33 out of 100. Limited edition, 10 years Fortis in space. This is of course the Fortis Cosmonaut Chronograph. It's 10 years in space. I'm kind of estimating that puts this watch at about 2004. If I'm not wrong. You can see just by fooling around with the watch a little bit, you can see the second hand is already up and running. This is of course using the Edda Valjo 7750 chronograph movement, and it's got screw, ooh, look at that, screw down chronograph buttons here, and she's up and running, stopping and reset. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's really nice. You can see right there, official Cosmonauts chronograph, automatic. This is a 38mm case here, and you can see there right at the bottom, 10 years Fortis in space, limited edition. Oh, I'm so pleased. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. So that's it for now. I am going to just spend a little bit of time with this watch, and then I will report back in about a day or so, just to tell you how the watch has been running. And I'll give a little bit of a review of the watch then. Hi guys, and welcome back. It is just about 23 hours, and I'm happy to say that after wearing this watch for almost a full day, it is running perfectly. It's running really, really well. I haven't seen anything wrong with it, and I just couldn't be happier about how the watch turned out. But let me just give you a quick tour and tell you a little bit more about the watch. Now, if you look at, so first of all, if you look closely at the face, you'll see that this is a limited edition, number 33 out of 100, and it says there limited edition 10 years Fortis in space, and it says the same thing in front, 10 years Fortis in space limited edition, around this mini dial here at the bottom. This is as I mentioned earlier, running using the Valjo 7750. The 7750, of course, is a movement that should be familiar to anybody who is familiar with a lot of these Swiss watches. They are movements used in all kinds of brands, including, of course, Fortis, but also brands like Zinn and Hamilton, even Omega and Breitling. Anyway, as a chronograph, it does have these 3 dials within the main dial, and you almost miss it the first time that you look at the watch. But the dial on the left that actually keeps the permanent seconds, you almost miss, because all you can see is that little hand, which shows, of course, right on top of this illustration of the International Space Station. And then, of course, you've got the top showing the 30 minutes, showing minutes in 30-minute scale, and then the bottom in hours in a 12-hour scale. You've got the day and date on the right, and I suppose one of the more interesting and quirky things about this particular watch is that the days of the week are in German. So you can see DIE there, which is short for Dienstag, if I remember correctly, which is Tuesday, and of course the 12th, which is today's date. But otherwise, you know, it's one of those little quirky things that I think just makes the watch, I don't know, all the more unique, I guess. That's the way I like to think about it. Anyway, as I mentioned, it is running, it is a full chronograph. And this is one of the earlier models, which they've since discontinued. But this was still one of the models when Fortis had screw-down pushes for the chronograph. So see, you got to unscrew these things here in order to let the chronograph run. So I'm going to start the chronograph right now, and you can see the big orange hand there is starting to run. What will happen is when the big orange hand gets all the way back to the 12, that little dial on top that is currently reading 30 will then snap onto 1, which is indicating that that's 1 minute. What else can I show you off the? You've got, of course, a tachymeter, which is standard to a lot of chronographs. And this is done in stainless steel, which is just beautiful. If I look around the case, there isn't a single sign of scratch of any kind of wear. And if you look at the crystal, it's in fantastic condition. It is, of course, a non-reflective sapphire crystal right there. Okay, and here we come to the top of the minute, and you can see as that second hand sweeps past the 12, the minute indicator has now snapped to 1. I'm really loving that swoop that very very smooth sweep of the second hand there is looking great. Okay, now I'm gonna stop that and then hit reset, and of course everything just sort of snaps back. So that's really looking good. The crown is of course signed, and if there's one thing that I probably would point to as something that's, you know, that I guess is a little bit of a minus, and I guess I'm still getting used to, is this leather strap. I mean, it's nice and, you know, it's nice and robust. Look at how thick that thing is. But I gotta admit, it's a little bit stiff for me at the moment, which I ought to remind myself is a good thing, because despite the fact that this watch is, I think, about 14 years old, it really is in pristine condition. I mean, this watch, this strap, I can tell, has not been worn at all, because just looking at the condition of the leather. But I don't know, knowing me, there's a very good chance that I might swap out this strap for something else a little bit down the road. Maybe a leather NATO or Zulu strap or something like that. Anyway, that's it for the watch. Thanks very much for watching this unboxing, and you'll see more of this watch, I'm sure, in more videos to come. Until then, please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you again next time. Thanks for tuning in, guys.